another panel coming up. Woo! Who's a fan of women in animation? Let's see them. Sailor Moon fans. We got any One Piece fans? Oh my goodness. All right, we got any Fairly Odd Parents fans? All right, well, let's go. Well, hi, I'm your host, Poketris. You can see right there, I am a shiny hunter, and I will be your host for these panels. And we are going to go ahead and welcome the women of animation on stage. Somewhere, one of these sides. There they are. All right, please welcome our women of animation. We have Erica Schroeder. All right. You just on that side right there. All right. She even got the straw hat with her. Want to come up? Yeah, sorry. And we have Cristina Vee. Right over there. And our final, joining us, Tara Strong. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go and say hi.
What a crowd, what a crowd. Hi, guys. Hello. Are you having a good time? Are you really having a good time? You should make everyone at the con believe you're having a really good time. Are you guys having a good time? Okay, now I believe you. Now I won't prune you guys.
Fantastic energy here. Are you guys having a good time at the con?
Yes.
Of course. Woo.
It's another Collect-a-con, California, California. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to take a few questions, and then we're going to go ahead and open up to audience questions. So get ready with your questions here once we're ready for that. My first question for you guys. What's your best behind-the-scenes story?
Behind-the-scenes story.
Maybe a favorite con moment?
That one.
That could be that one. Okay, so one of my first conventions, I had a guy come up to me in a see-through leotard, but I don't think he knew it was see-through. And then he proposed to me with a ring out of a fake ring.
Was it a ring pop?
I don't think it was a real proposal, but it was quite the moment, and I'll never forget it.
I just want to hear what you saw.
I was a little confused. I was like, is this on purpose, this see-through, or is this like it's too tight? You know what I mean?
Wow. Weird that you didn't marry him.
Yeah. I know. It should have been a sign from the gods.
destined.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, she didn't like what she saw.
Talk about a courtship move.
That could have been part of it.
Oh man, I can't think of anything right now. But one time I got to direct Miss Tara.
I was just going to say, directing me.
Directing you. More,
I
I was
wanna
just
hear
like,
about
I was
this.
just like scrolling through, like no direction needed. But you told me I was pretty, and that
You
meant
are
a lot to
pretty.
me.
Aw,
Thank you.
she
I was
is
like,
so
oh my God,
pretty.
Thank
You guys are hot.
you.
Okay, I have a funny behind-the-scenes moment. I was doing a show, and there was a little girl. It was her first job, and she didn't know that she could go to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
And she was like 8, and she was standing at the mic, and it was just like her line. Like, in the act, before COVID, we were all in the studios together. And if you have a room where everyone's standing up, in between your lines, you're sitting down. So she was standing up in the middle of like a U of actors looking at her. And she's in the middle of the room at the mic going, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. And she was. She was peeing on the floor.
No, it's like being on the New York City subways.
Oh, no.
She was doing it. Poor thing.
Was it carpet?
Yeah.
Get rid of those stage fright early.
Yep. Scarred for life. Poor thing.
Oh,
Never
that's
saw her
too
again.
Cute.
Everyone was
It'd be
scarred
so
for
funny if
life.
someone came out. It was me. Anyone here pee in the studio before?
10 years later, yeah, we have a teenager here.
But we all have stories like that. That first accident. All right, so the next question. If you could be any animated character ever, who would it be?
You
That's a
mean
big
in
one.
real life?
Yeah.
Oh.
Any
Oh, in
animated
real
character
life.
ever.
Well, in their cartoon. Whatever works.
Does it have to be anime?
No, it can be any animated character.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being Wonder Woman. I
pretty
think
good
it would be
choice.
fun if we did
Oh.
like into the Spider-Verse, but with like Wonder Women, and we could all be Wonder Woman.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Is this
I
your
would love
fantasy?
that.
Kind of.
Okay, I'm into it.
We could all
You're
be in
already
an
Wonder Woman.
invisible jet together. We could lasso each other.
Okay, not that kind of crowd,
It
girl.
was 18.
Hold it for later.
It's PG.
We could lasso each other.
I want a problem-free life. I want to relax. I want to be Cramorant from Pokemon,
Cramorant.
so I can have my own church dedicated to me.
You can be a Lord
Every
and
Sunday
Savior.
on TikTok, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
There he is. That's
Oh,
Cramorant.
there you go.
That's him. That's who I want to be.
You're already close enough to our Lord and
Look at that.
Savior.
Not a thought between those eyes.
Not a single thought.
Not a
That
single
is the
thought.
cutest picture of you.
And if
I
you
love
need
it.
So cute, yeah.
Aw, thank you. I took it myself. Yeah, you could self-defense with a gold missile too.
I think I gotta go Raven.
Oh,
Yeah,
iconic.
what the heck? I put people in portals, get my alone time whenever I want.
There you
Super
go.
magical. I can hang out with the lasso chicks.
Yeah,
It's good.
keep away from the end of the world. All right. So going from that, what character was the most difficult to voice for you? It could be any level of difficulty.
I guess we could answer that in so many different ways, right? We could answer like vocal health. We could answer like if it was difficult to connect and stuff. I guess I would say I'll answer quickly both ways. Luffy and Wobbuffet were difficult on me vocally, but I learned how to like keep my voice by vocalizing certain singing trills between takes, like yeah, and my engineers got really annoyed. But then I would leave with the voice that I came in with, and I don't know. The other one would be Blaze the cat, and that would just be because she was really complex, and we had a lot of people in the room. You know, sometimes there's a lot more people making decisions, and you're trying to layer your performance. And when there's more people in there, they have more to say. It takes a little bit longer to get to the meat of what they want and what you want together. So at the beginning, that was like a little more difficult to develop. Also, because she was kind of close to home, I'll call it. You know, things that are further away is like what's easier for me and what's more palatable. But yeah, those were two of my stories. What about you guys?
You would never even know I'm in this game, but Minecraft Legends, I played pigs. And it was the most vocally stressful thing I've ever done in my life.
Wait, in the Minecraft
In
game,
Minecraft.
you're the pigs?
I'm the pigs. I'm the one that go, "Queek," but they're like now die like that. And like, "Queek." You know what I
Oh
mean?
my god, I never knew that.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I've heard that a million times. My
Yeah?
kids played that
Oh,
forever.
yay.
Wow.
Yeah, Minecraft pigs.
Okay.
Very painful.
By the way, I think we're the Powerpuff Girls right now.
Oh, wait, who am I?
Right?
I was saying that
Wait,
before.
wait,
I was
wait.
going to ask you guys to color coordinate because we got
my
Blossom,
God.
Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Hey!
God.
Oh my God!
It's fantastic. The real life
fantastic.
Powerpuff Girls, folks.
the real
We got a round of
life
applause.
That's so cute.
And we're all the prettiest girls at the party.
I think vocally, the hardest for me was Terrence from Foster's Home. Just because he was always so mean. And, you know, like Erica was saying, you learn how to navigate doing a challenging voice without hurting yourself. It's like you find a new route to take, right? But with Terrence, there wasn't any breaks between him being a dick. You know, it was always like, you're a loser. It was always so deep. So I guess vocally, that would be the most challenging.
That-
But also, I would do it again. So, you know.
You got that teenage adolescent voice change. That's awesome. All right, we got one more question here, and then we're going to go ahead and open it up to audience questions, so feel free to start lining up here. Otherwise, I'll keep asking.
You guys, Chucky's in the audience.
They were
right there.
ready. Super ready.
I'm
All right,
frightened.
so our last question. What's the best impression you can do
Oh my God.
outside of who you voiced?
Okay.
Do you know what you want to say?
I mean, I only really have one impression, and it's this one. I don't even know if you guys know this. That's it.
If you're
I
allowed
have no
to.
idea if I could do any of them right now because like I'm so vocally exhausted.
Oh, I'm sure.
But an interesting one was I used to do all the twiddle bugs.
Oh,
So like from Ernie and Bert's garden, you know, the little garden box. So
I know we will walk in the rain.
was the guy, and then the mom was like,
I know we will walk in the rain.
and then the little girl was like,
I know we will walk in the rain.
and then the little boy was like,
I know we will walk in the rain.
But I found out they were actually men sped up.
Wait a second. Give her a round of applause. That was dope. That was so
you.
good.
I used to like all
Did you
these
just watch Sesame Street and
characters.
say, I want to be those wormy characters? You want to be them?
I want to be everyone from Sesame Street.
So cute.
Like, I love all the Sesame Street characters.
I love that.
I know you probably do a lot of impressions.
Well, my best is Rosie Perez.
Oh,
Everyone's like, is she going to do it?
are you allowed to?
Did you guys see White Man Can't Jump? I can't hear. Yeah? 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 Okay. I was just remembering a line that doesn't have a swear word in it.
Ah, Billy, you're so stupid. You should have said I love you infinity plus infinity. What is a quince? It's a food that starts with the letter Q. Billy Jeopardy is gonna call. Thank you.
Applause.
Incredible.
That is incredible. Oh my god.
Thank you.
All right. Counting for us, Christina.
The only one I got is, oh my God, you look like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Aw,
That's good.
give it up for Jennifer Coolidge.
Good. That's good.
I can do Mickey Mouse.
Go ahead.
Oh boy, hot dog.
That's
I used
good.
to work at Disney.
That's good.
All right. Well, with that, let's go and open up to some audience questions. Our first person, come on up here.
All right. I got one for Erica. Who would win in a duel? Your Mai Valentine or Akiza Azinski?
Oh no, you're pitting me up against myself? Oh
Well-
gosh, no matter what I say, no one's gonna be happy. Or I guess I should say half of you will be happy. I'm gonna have to go with Akiza. I'm gonna have to go with Akiza. Yeah, I mean, because there's so many reasons why, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but don't be disappointed, my people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Just gonna answer.
Of course, it's an honor.
We got Luffy.
Hi, obviously my question's for Erica. It was awesome meeting you yesterday. I just wanted to know, what was your hardest or most emotional moment voicing Luffy?
Oh gosh, I mean, there have been so many, but it's been a long time, since I was the voice actor for Luffy. I'm gonna spin that, and I'm gonna talk about one of the really fun moments that was unusual and kind of odd, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I remember I remember voicing Little Luffy. That was like such a fun episode for me. And I remember when he got caught in the jar and stuff. And like, we have rules as voice actors. We're not really supposed to do our own special effects. If we're underwater, they're supposed to put an effect on it. Or if we're in a jar, they're supposed to put an effect on it. But back in the day, they would let me at least attempt everything myself. You know what I mean? So I'd be like, I'm talking in a jar. I'm talking in a jar. And I would talk inside my mouth. So that one they kept. And then if I talk underwater, I don't know if you guys like to put like a little bit of water in your mouth and then just tip your head back and talk. So there was just a lot of really fun little tricks that I got to do, and also just the fact that the voice was different and cute and like kind of spunky, and see what he sounded like when he was young. That was just a particular very fun episode for me to voice.
And one last quick question. It's an inside joke between me and my friends for Little Luffy when he does the yo. Could you possibly do that?
What does he say?
And when he does his little high, he goes, yo. Could you possibly do that one?
Yo!
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for the
God.
question.
Okay, I have like 3 quick questions, like one for each of you. Okay, so for Tara, I know you're the voice of Ben Tennyson. Like, how did you find the voice for that? Because I know you primarily like voice a lot of female characters. Like, how did you find the voice for like your male characters?
Actually, most of the most famous 10-year-old boy characters are played with women like us because our voices don't change. Chowder probably could have gone on forever if Nikki's voice hadn't changed. So, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we're just better at sounding authentically like young boys. It's not as forced. And also, if you listen to 10-year-old girls and 10-year-old boys, you're not really going to be able to tell them apart. So I think that's why a woman's voice kind of sits in that pocket. And when I was auditioning for Ben 10, they just wanted him a little older and cooler than Timmy. So, because you never want to do the same voice on 2 different shows, or you try not to anyway.
So Timmy Turner was up here,
and then Ben 10 was like, going hero. So and it was like the same sort of little rasp in the back, which is typically what we do to make it sound more boyish. But honestly, just as many girls have raspy voices at 10. But anyway, he was just pitched a little bit lower, and also mentally, right? When you say, how do you pick a character? We kind of like see who we are in our minds and imagine where they are and what they're doing. So when you see the world as like sort of a little immature Timmy Turner as opposed to like a more badass superhero guy, that acting sort of lends itself to the change without even thinking, what am I doing like with the mechanics? I'm thinking with my acting brain. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, so now for Christina, like I saw the Miraculous Ladybug movie on Netflix over the summer. It was like really good. I just want to know, like, the songs are amazing. Why didn't you and Bryce do the singing voice for Ladybug and Cat Noir?
I don't know.
I know, it's absurd.
Yeah.
Next time, we gotta tell everyone. Needs to be them, right?
Yeah, and like lastly for Erica, like, oh, you voiced like so many Pokemon characters. And like I saw on your like poster here, like you did Nurse Joy. Like I forgot, when was that? Because like I've seen like a lot of Pokemon episodes. Like I don't remember that off the top of my head.
Megan Hollings had moved to Los Angeles, and I took over for her. I auditioned for her. At the same time, I was auditioning for her for Mai Valentine. I don't even know if I knew it was the same woman that did both. It's funny because I've been answering this question for a long time, and I always say season 6, 7, and 8. But then I was corrected at like the last convention I was at. They were like, no, it was just 6 and 7 or something. And I was like, okay, I believe you. Sometimes we forget things. But yes, I was the second Nurse Joy, and I think there's been like 9 or 10 of us at this point now. It's crazy, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, hun.
Awesome,
Nice to see you
awesome.
again.
And just for the sake of time, guys, we're going to cut down to one question per person, all right? We got a good line to go through.
Hi,
Thank
I
you.
have a quick question for Tara. What do you think of the idea of Sci-Twi wearing the Omnitrix?
Sci-Twi wearing the Omnitrips?
Yeah.
Tricks? God, I
Yeah.
can't speak anymore. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. You want to pitch it to producers? You want me to get you a meeting?
I was actually thinking maybe all the main 7, like Sunset, Rainbow, all of them have it. Get
They
them-
all have Omnitrixes.
Exactly.
Where do they put them? Like on the front?
On the wrist, like as the humans, Equestria Girls.
Oh, as the Equestria Girls.
Yeah.
So they are ponies that become girls that then can become aliens?
Yes,
You're
exactly.
a genius.
Exactly. They gotta bring back the Equestria Girls. They gotta.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Bring back the Equestria Girls,
Yes,
Tara.
I'm all in.
All right, thank you, Tara.
Okay, bye. Thanks.
Have a good one. That's an impressive idea.
Yeah.
Hi, Tara. I'm a big fan of the Ben 10 series. My question is, what's your most favorite thing about being Ben, and what happened to 2005?
So my most favorite thing is the fans like you around the world. Like it's really touched people around the world. Don't you guys think that's the best part about these characters? Because when we're doing them, we don't really know if people are gonna like them or not. And Hollywood isn't the best at making us feel cherished. It isn't until we started coming to cons that you guys show us the love back, that we know you guys like what we do. So honestly, for me, number one is seeing how much it's touched people around the world. Like I went to the UK and Dubai, and biggest Ben 10 fans. They have way more merch than we ever had. And people make their own Omnitrixes, and it's inspired all kinds of cool art and gadgets, and it's fun. And also it's like endless storylines, right? You can become an alien and go on these great adventures. And when you're a kid, I don't know, when you were kids, didn't you just imagine? We didn't have like iPads. It was all in your imagination to go on these adventures. So to see it come to life so creatively was like really, really fun. Those were fun shows to do. And I don't know what happened in 2005 because, I don't know, that's a long time ago. I don't remember. I don't know.
That's a great series, and I got my Omnitrix.
I see, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, going hero.
Thank
Who's your favorite alien?
Forearms.
Okay, I like it.
Who's yours?
Classic.
I like Heat Blast.
T-Blast.
Ooh, classics all around. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, for the sake of time, everybody, we're going to cut it off the line with our friend in the sunglasses and white back there. If you have any other questions, you can head to their booths in the back. They'll be there the rest of the day.
Hi. So I have a question for like all 3 of you, whoever wants to answer. What would be your biggest advice for someone who wants to get into voice acting?
Get on stage. I know that, it's not, there's so many routes to getting here. You know what I mean? But acting comes first, and I mean, that's the most important thing. Get your acting training, as you would with any degree. If you're going to be a pharmacist, you go to school for pharmacy, you get a degree. And not that you have to have a degree, but there are different ways to study. You can do improv on stage. You can take voice acting classes. You can get a degree in acting, a BFA or whatever. There's so many different ways, but all of it involves studying, and understanding it. And obviously, talent comes first. Talent comes first, and instinct comes second, and then third comes training. And it's important. And sometimes people learn on the job. That happens. There are some people who are just that talented that they get that and they learn on the job. But study and understand as much as you possibly can. Do you guys have anything to add to that? It's so hard. I could talk about this for 10 years.
Yes.
Cristina says yes.
Thank you.
Agreeable. Everyone give it up for Mike Guy. Thank you, Mike Guy. We appreciate you.
Who's your favorite Sailor Guardian?
My favorite Sailor Guardian is Sailor Saturn, because I love the color purple. And I also like that she could just destroy the entire world whenever she wants to.
Oh.
Who's your favorite?
Mars.
Thank you. That's a good choice.
Because my favorite color is red.
Hey, nice. She's my second favorite. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
This is for Tara Strong. Me and my friend, we grew up in 2010, so LMP was a big thing in our childhood. Oh yeah, okay. So it's really cool meeting you, first of all, because we both heavily grew up in the fandom. And something that's complexed my mind, it's been tearing at me. It's a very strange question. Whenever I look at MLP icebergs, one thing that comes up is the very strange Twilight tweets, and I just want to know the context behind it. It haunts me.
Wait, what's this icebergs? What is that?
Just iceberg videos going over obscure, and the deeper you go, the more obscure it is.
Oh, okay. And what's the tweet?
About the Twilight stuff. It's just the me being naked tweets. It's so weird. I'm
What?
sorry. It's
What?
just it messes with
Conspiracy?
me. I need to know.
There was a time when I was in a contest with a friend and we were trying to get more followers, and I said, I'm gonna post naked pictures of myself. And he said, I will too, and we'll see. And that was the prize. But of course, I've never posed naked for anything, FYI, if you see anything online. I just posted all my characters who generally don't have clothes on. And I was like, oh, here's me completely naked.
God,
and
that's
it's Twilight, because she's
hysterical.
pretty much always naked.
That is so brilliant.
So,
Dear Princess Celestia, now you know it's just dumb. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
But who won?
I won, duh, because they thought there was going to be a real payout, and then I never did.
Thank you so much. Haunting my dreams. Thank
Oh.
you. So brilliant.
That was a good question.
Almost most of my characters are naked.
Mike Guy. Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon. Testing. All right, what's up? Question for Miss Strong. My sister heard that Craig McCracken was looking to reboot his version of the Powerpuff Girls. Are you going to return to the role of Bubbles? And if so, is he taking scripts? She has one.
I hope so, because sometimes they make mistakes and don't bring the people back. If they ask me to do it, I will absolutely do it, because I love doing anything with Craig McCracken and, of course, the Powerpuff Girls. I don't think any of us would say no to a show that's being rebooted, right? Would you ever say no?
Nope.
If there's ever a moment where something we've done that you love gets recast, it's not because we're going, we want $1 million, or we don't feel like doing it. We all love these characters as much as you do, so thanks for showing up and giving up all this love. And I don't have any way to deliver that script, but if she does and it gets made, that's super dope.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank everyone so much for your questions. We're going to cut it off at that. We ran out of time here, but if you have any more questions, please feel free to head back to their booths in the back for the rest of the day here. Give it up for Tara, Erica, and Cristina.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. And next up, we'll have Austin